Why ignoring women often attracts them more. Have you ever noticed that the more you chase a woman, the further she runs? Yet when you ignore her, she suddenly wants your attention. This isn't a game. It's a brutal stoic truth about human nature. When you desperately want something, you often push it away. This paradox shows up everywhere in life, but nowhere more obvious than in relationships. A man who constantly chases, texts, calls, and seeks validation is unknowingly communicating one thing: he is not enough on his own. Women sense this instantly. It is not about cruelty, it is about psychology. Human beings, especially in romance, are drawn to value, and value is never desperate. The Stoics taught that desire creates chains. The harder you cling, the tighter those chains wrap around you. But when you detach, when you are free within yourself, you radiate strength. Ignoring doesn't mean being rude. It means not begging. It means you're whole with or without her. Think about the last time you really wanted someone to like you. Every action came from fear of losing, fear of not being enough. Contrast that with the times when you felt secure in yourself. You didn't need to chase, and ironically, that's when people came closer. So here's the paradox. The moment you stop running after women is the moment they start turning their heads to look back at you. And this leads us to the Stoic foundation of attraction: indifference. To the Stoics, indifference didn't mean coldness. It meant emotional control. A man who can stay calm when ignored, who can smile when rejected, shows power. Why? Because nothing owns him. Women are naturally attracted to men who stand firm, not those swayed by every emotional wave. By practicing indifference, you send a silent message: I am enough. I don't need you to complete me. And paradoxically, this makes people want to be around you. Imagine two men. One is begging for attention, drowning in need. The other is calm, composed, focused on his purpose. Which one will naturally be respected, admired, and desired? Indifference is not manipulation, it's alignment with reality. You cannot force someone to feel something. You can only control yourself. That's where your power lies. But what truly draws women is not just indifference, it's purpose. A man without purpose is a man lost in chasing. When your life lacks meaning, you make a woman your purpose, and that crushes attraction. Women don't want to be your life mission. They want to join a man who already has one. The Stoics believed that virtue and duty come first. A man must cultivate his craft, his strength, his values. When you pour your energy into growth, you shine, and that light naturally attracts others. Think of men who obsess over women versus men who obsess over building themselves. The first is fragile, always waiting for a text. The second is magnetic because his life has direction. Women chase men who are going somewhere. That is the unspoken truth. But what happens when you don't ignore, when you overgive? Let's explore the trap. Attention is valuable. When you flood a woman with constant attention, you devalue it. It's like giving someone unlimited gold coins until they stop caring about gold. The Stoics warned against excess because excess weakens. When you pour too much into another person, you empty yourself. Instead of admiration, you create suffocation. Ironically, giving space shows respect for her and for yourself. It communicates that you are not afraid to be alone, and this confidence is irresistible. But ignoring isn't just about women, it's about mastering yourself. Stoicism is about ruling yourself, not others. Ignoring women doesn't mean disrespect. It means refusing to let desire control you. A man who practices self-mastery can walk away, stay calm, and choose silence when needed. That silence speaks louder than begging ever could. And the ultimate Stoic test? Facing rejection without fear. Fear of rejection enslaves men. It makes them chase, overthink, and betray themselves. The Stoic man, however, embraces rejection as a teacher. When you can hear no and still smile, you are untouchable. You free yourself from needing approval. And paradoxically, that makes you more attractive. All of this builds to the final lesson. the quiet power of ignoring. Ignoring isn't cruelty, it's discipline. It is saying, "My value doesn't depend on your attention." Women chase men who are not desperate because strength is magnetic. Silence, composure, and indifference reveal true confidence. That is the Stoic secret. When you no longer need to chase, you are finally worth being chased. In love, as in life, neediness repels and strength attracts. Stop chasing, build yourself, and watch the world chase you. If you found value in this lesson, subscribe and join me on the Stoic path to power and freedom.